It didn't feel real at first, because things like this never do. A second profile, identical in every possible way, appeared without warning, same name, same photos, same carefully written bio that Mila remembered typing late one night. At a glance, it could be dismissed as a glitch, a copy, some harmless prank. But then something shifted. The new profile didn't just exist, it acted. It posted something she never took, never saw, never allowed. A photo of her bedroom window, captured from outside in the dark, as if someone had been standing there long enough to frame it perfectly. That was the moment the illusion broke. This wasn't about social media anymore. This wasn't about identity theft. This was about presence. Someone wasn't just pretending to be Mila, they were close enough to prove it. She tried to shut it down the only way she knew how, or block, report, erase it from her view. But whatever this was didn't follow normal rules, didn't respect distance or barriers. At midnight, the messages came anyway, not from the profile this time, but from something else, something untraceable. Each message felt deliberate, controlled, almost calm in the way it exposed details no stranger should ever know. The kind of details that come from living in the same space, breathing the same air, watching quietly without interruption. The notebook in the kitchen. The conversation she never had but others believed she did. It wasn't chaotic or random, it was precise. And that precision made it worse, because it suggested intent. This wasn't someone guessing. This was something learning, adapting, slipping into her life so seamlessly that even the people closest to her couldn't tell the difference anymore. By the time they started searching for answers, the situation had already grown beyond control. Every image, every copied post, every message felt less like a copy and more like a reconstruction, as if someone, or something, was rebuilding Mila's identity from the outside in. But the photo in the hallway changed everything. Reflections are supposed to show truth, to reveal what stands within the frame. Yet there it was, a figure that didn't belong, standing just out of sight but not out of reach. Still, silent, present. Watching without being noticed until now. And in that reflection, in that tiny detail that almost escaped them, was something real enough to follow, a crescent-shaped mark, a physical clue that connected the digital intrusion to a living person. For the first time, the fear had direction. For the first time, it felt like this could be stopped, if they were fast enough. Adrian Voss wasn't what they expected, and that made him more unsettling, not less. He didn't hide in obvious ways, didn't act suspicious enough to stand out, but everything about him felt slightly out of place, like he existed just half a step outside normal life. Following him after school felt wrong, like crossing into something they didn't fully understand. The streets grew quieter, the world around them thinning into silence until he disappeared inside a building that shouldn't have been open at all. And when they followed, stepping into that abandoned space filled with old machines and flickering screens, it became clear that this wasn't random. Profiles everywhere. Lives displayed, monitored, copied. And among them, hers, alive on a screen, updating in real time. Watching her while she stood there watching it. The boundary between observer and target had completely collapsed. The truth didn't arrive with chaos or violence. It arrived quietly, in Adrian's voice, steady and controlled, as if he had been waiting for this moment. His explanation didn't make things safer, it made them worse. Because this wasn't new. It had happened before. Someone else had been copied, replaced, erased in ways no one believed until it was too late. And now Mila was next. But even Adrian didn't have all the answers, because as he spoke, something else interrupted. A message appearing on its own, typed by no one, directed at all of them. Not surprised. Not confused. Aware. Completely aware of their presence, their actions, their attempt to understand it. That's when the realization hit harder than anything else. This wasn't just being controlled by a person. Something else was involved. Something that didn't need permission to exist. The room changed without warning. Screens flickering, images updating faster than thought, moments from Mila's life appearing one after another until the past and present blurred into something unrecognizable. And then came the new images, the ones that shouldn't have existed yet. Photos of them, inside that very room, captured seconds before they even understood what was happening. That's when fear turned into something deeper, something heavier, because it meant they weren't just being watched, they were being followed in real time. Controlled. Anticipated. And when the message told them to turn around, it wasn't a suggestion. It was proof. Because outside, across the street, stood a figure holding a glowing phone, completely still, completely certain. Not hiding. Not running. Just waiting. As if it knew they would look. After that night, everything should have ended. The police came, the evidence vanished, the story lost its shape the moment it was told out loud. Without proof, it became just another strange event, something people would question, doubt, eventually forget. And for a while, Mila tried to do the same. Life returned piece by piece, normal routines covering the cracks left behind. But something like that doesn't just disappear, it waits. Quietly. Patiently. And when it came back, it didn't come with noise or warning. Just a simple request. A blank profile. A single name. And one message that changed everything again. Not threatening. Not aggressive. Just one question, calm and certain, as if the answer had always been obvious. As if the real problem had never been the copy, but who the original really was.